round 50 of Ask Weekend Investing. Uh, my request again is to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and do give us a like if you like the content. 790 queries have been answered in 49 rounds before. All the previous rounds, the videos are there in the description. If you are really interested in learning more about the markets, momentum investing, small case investing, and general topics, you can go through them. There are some very good nuggets within that. Rohan has the question, without giving away too much, can you give a simple example of how rotational and absolute momentum strategies are built? I'm asking so that I can get some context of what I'm investing in. So, Rohan, momentum investing in general is basically following the Newton's law that a body in motion is likely to stay in motion till a opposite force is applied to it, and hence this analogy that if a stock is rolling in one direction, it is likely to roll in that direction till some force is applied to that. So there are primarily two ways in which this is done. One is the rotational strategy style, where you are defining a universe. Let's say it is Nifty 50, and let's say you are saying, I'm going to be picking 20 stocks from this universe, and basis a momentum score, basis the performance of each of these 50 stocks. Let's say today we have selected 20 stocks, the top 20, and a month later, the stock, some stocks stay strong, some stocks will drop, other stocks will go up. We will have the next best 20 in the next month. So like that, for after each rebalance, you will give up some losers, and some new winners are going to come into your selection, and that's how you will keep rotating those 20 stocks within those 50 stocks. That's a rotational style of momentum. Absolute strategy, as the name suggests, is basis the absolute momentum of that particular stock. In the previous example, if all 50 are doing badly, the strategy will still select the best 20 out of them, even though they may be perhaps bleeding, but they are bleeding lesser than others. In an absolute strategy, you basically look at the absolute returns on that stock, and you will take a decision to enter or exit that stock basis that stock itself, not relative to others. So that is how the absolute strategy is built. And absolute strategy, if suppose the market goes down and there is exits from all absolute picks, you'll basically be sitting in cash till new picks come up. So this is sort of the rough context you can have for absolute and rotational strategies. Rashi says KGF gold mines opening for an annual supply of 750 kgs per year and its impact on local gold price. I think nothing. The news is still news. When it will open, how much supply will come, by when it will come, who is going to refine it. A lot of questions are there. And 750 kgs in the Indian market is like not even a drop in the ocean. India consumes 1,000 tons a year. So this is less than perhaps 0.1% of that. Uh, not any impact actually, uh, unless this goes to maybe like 5,000 kgs, 5 tons, 10 tons, something like that. But at 750 kgs that is being mined, output, the final refined output, perhaps is going to even going to be much lower. So it is not going to impact anything in the local market, in my view. Abhishek says, already subscribed to ATH 20, recently subscribed to Evergreen. Since minimum amount to enter is on the higher side, can I customize the small case and enter and then slowly get back to the original weightage? Yes, you could do that. Preferably, one should not, uh, you know, try to do too much customization, because then you are moving away from the model. Perhaps you may do better than the model also. I'm not saying that. But again, I mean, it defeats the whole purpose of having a model portfolio, and there where you do a single click and just go away and uh, do your thing in your life. So the idea is that the life becomes investing life becomes simple, and you only come to the market once a week, once a month, do one click and just go away and not bother about it. That's the basic idea. But yes, I mean, if you would like to customize it, the customizing ability is there in the small case app. If you need more help, you can drop us a line. We'll certainly help you. Aditya says, do you think the capital market will boom in India in the coming year at a better pace than it has in the past? I wish I had that crystal ball. I certainly cannot say what the market will do tomorrow or in 6 months or in 2 years. But I know for sure the way the market cycles move, every 4 to 7, 8 years, there comes one big bull run. And if you really participate in one rally of that kind, you have made enough money for your life. So don't worry about next year or this year. Position yourself so that in the next, let's say, 8 years, you are a beneficiary of at least one such boom, which is going to change the life. Ramesh says, I'm a evergreen subscriber. I'm having 50 lakhs and I want to invest 25 lakhs. In recent correction, I invested up to 8 lakhs, but now market is going up. What should I do? Whether to invest lump sum, SIP, or remaining, please. So, Ramesh, I am not able to give any direct advice to you as that is not a part of our license. But in general, I can say my belief is that not to go for lump sums. We should spread out our money, gradually bring it in because we don't know, you know, last week perhaps could be the top of the market for the next 6 months. It can happen, or perhaps we are going to 27,000 right away. I don't know. So it always better to spread it out so that there is no regret. Even if the first uh, option plays out that we are at a top and market is going to fall from here, at least there will be no regret 6 months later that why did I invest lump sum. If I'm gradually investing and market goes up, yes, we will not make the most of our money, but there will be no regret of any kind. We are investing gradually and the market is going up. So that would be my thought, but again, I mean, it's not an advice. uh, Aditya says, is there any percentage of money allocation you keep aside from all the investing? If yes, what percentage, any measure should be kept? So I think this is more of a personal finance question, which depends upon your situation, your current needs, so on and so forth. I think a few months of living expenses should certainly be liquid at all times. That would be my thought process. But at your age, I mean, I don't think you need to worry about anything too much. That would be my thoughts. Rana says, I'm a evergreen subscriber. Just want to know, can MI stock weights be modified to 5% instead of 3.75 at present? So you could again go to the customize window in small case app and customize it to whatever percentage you like. Perhaps if you remove the gold component, all of them will be nearly 5% in that case. So if you want to do that, that is also all right. But then every time you rebalance, you'll have to do that manually in the small case app, which is a bit cumbersome. But I mean, if that gives you your desired outcome, go for it. Divyan says, whenever you speak about Bhav Bhagwanche principle, do you mean to say markets are efficient? No, so this is see the efficient market thesis itself is just a thesis, right? I mean, we should stop thinking in binary actually, that zero or one. World and life does not work that way. It does not work in zero or one. It is like likelihood, probability, all those things are there. So if you ask me, are markets efficient? No. But is that thesis nonsense? No. It makes a lot of sense. When I say Bhav Bhagwanche principle, you are seeing with your own eyes so many times stocks running up ahead of news, stocks running down before bad news. You're seeing it a lot of that in your eyes, by your own eyes. So you can't dismiss that. But yes, will it happen every time? No, maybe not. So from that point of view, markets remain inefficient, but there are times where those principles work very well. So the next part of the question probably is a mute question. What is the point of investing? I think if we haven't learned anything from history, we will never learn anything in the future, right? So markets are not efficient. Please don't remain in theoretical world. Please come to the practical world and realize that all theses that are there are to help you in the practical world with the idea that yes, you can think about this thesis when you deal with it. If I were to say that Newton's law is not getting fully experienced when you actually are on the ground, because there are so many external forces that are not there in that law, perhaps friction, perhaps other things, so on and so forth. So don't worry about all that. It is a proven fact that you are able to make a lot of money using momentum investing. Please use it and get the results. Aditya says, I am looking for lump sum investment or staggered as per your suggestion of an amount of 25 lakhs. Please suggest right small case from your offerings. Time horizon 12 years. Sorry, sir, this is a very personal advice kind of a question. I will not be able to do this. But in general, I would say my preference is for SIPs or gradually bringing your money versus lump sums. And in terms of what small case to use, that your financial advisor will have to tell you whether your risk profile is suited for going for large caps or some all cap kind of a small case, or and so on and so forth. So that part I cannot advise you on that. Taxation, will it be any different if I go for lump sum or SIPs? No, I don't think so. I don't think uh, taxation needs to be too much of a worry. Niket says, how did your portfolio perform in 2018 to 2020 April and 2021 September to 2023 October? I don't remember at the back of my head, but I think those were the dull periods in the market. During these periods, most momentum strategies were absolutely flat or negative. Yeah, perhaps we were also the same. 2 years of not making money does plague your psyche. How to improve performance during these periods? I think the two things that I would like to say here is that start to think long term, because context needs to be there. What happened before 2018? You had a nice run of 3 years. You made significant money from 2015 to 2018. So 2 years of lull after that was not such a big deal. And post 2020, you had the biggest bull market of all times in the recent times in the next 1 year, right? And 2021 to 2023, you were coming out of a major bull market of 1 year, 1.5 years, and post 23 October, you had another great 1.5 1 year of run. So why are we focused just on those periods? Those were resting periods for the market. I mean, it is not like a dopamine impact that you want all the time. That my portfolio should be up every day, every month, every year. It's not possible. I mean, don't expect that from a long-term portfolio. Yes, if you're trading on a day-to-day basis, you can perhaps measure yourself. Like I should not be losing more than 1 week. I should not be losing more than 1 month at a time, because those are strategies of that short-term in nature, focused, which have nothing to do with bigger market cycles as such. But these are long-term strategies you'll have to bear through the market phases. And let me tell you, and a lot of folks who are, let's say, less than 35-year-old, you have not seen bear markets. I mean, these 3 6 month corrections that we get, uh, these are nothing. I mean, in terms of bear markets, you go back and see charts of 92 to 2000, go back and see chart of 2001 to 2004, go and see 2008 to 2013, long periods of nothingness. So this, don't be too disappointed if you don't move by 1 or 2 years. If you have made money, learn to give back some also. That is the way of the market. You can't be sitting at the peak. You will make money, you will lose some. You will make money, you will lose some. That's how it will go. So at in 2020, if you were there, you would have maybe tripled your money in that 1 year, and then you gave up, let's say, 20%. Then the next time you are again doubled your money, then you gave up another 20%. Big deal. So, end of Ask Weekend Investing. Thank you so much for sending in your queries. Sorry if I'm not able to take your query today. If it's a burning question, please drop us an email at support@weekendinvesting.com. We'll certainly take it up, or we'll take it up in the next episode. All the previous episodes are here. The description has the link. Please watch them, improve some market learnings. Thank you so much for watching this. Once again, my request is to like and share this video with your friends and family who can make use of some market information, and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye.